Now we've seen how we can create an outline by using the auto outline feature, effectively allowing Excel to do the calculation of where the columns break. But you can do outlining manually yourself. Now this is actually a requirement if you don't have any sums in your sheet, because Excel won't know where to auto outline. But it also means you can adjust the auto outline if you're able to add and take away your own columns from an outline group. So if we take the sales 2013 file again, but instead of asking Excel to do auto outline, we're going to manually decide where we would like our outlining to break. So if we want effectively the same sort of grouping, we highlight columns B to D, go to Data, come across to Group and choose Group. And what it does is it takes those three columns and effectively puts them together as one group so that they will then compress and expand using the plus and the minus symbol, which then leaves you with quarter one on display. I can do the same for column F, G and H. So we go up to Group, come down to Group, and then that too groups those three together, effectively as a grouping set, and then they can be gone, plus and minus. Or we can do both of them together by clicking the 1, and then the 2 brings all of them into view. Now there's nothing to stop you from adding the same columns into another grouping. So if I highlight columns B to I, which is each of the months and their quarter subtotals, and go up to Group and Group, you can see it then creates a new grouping outline here. 3 is everybody, 2 is the one we created previously, which shows the 2 quarters, and then 1 is now hiding columns I highlighted and told it to group, therefore leaving the titles on the left and the half-yearly summaries on the right. And 3 will bring everything back. I can do exactly the same with the rows. So I highlight rows 2 to 5, Group and Group. These 4 then form their own mini group, and then the minus compresses them, hides them, and we can do the same for North, South, East and West for the pairs. So we highlight the rows, Group and Group, and they become a hidden group. North, South, East and West for the apples, Group, and they become a hidden group. And then we can do, just as we did for the columns, a sort of hide all of the subtotals and just show me the grand total. So let's expand those out and highlight rows 2 down to 21, Group and Group, and they get put into their own group. So I can do the 1 and I just see the grand totals. I can do the 2 and I see the hidden groups. I can do the 3 and I can see 2 of them expanded and 1 of them needs expanding. And then the 4 in this case is everybody. So we can add our own grouping in, whether that's from scratch on a new sheet as we've done here, or even adding additional groups into the auto outline once that's been created. Because the auto outline creates the groupings for you, as we've just done, but can be adjusted and amended, as we'll see shortly.